Today I'll be doing a boring review of Need for Speed, the movie. It's based loosely on the video game. Uh, so I saw the screener sometime in November, and the movie will be released in February. So I thought I'd clarify some things about the movie. So it's a racing movie with a lot of people confusing it for the Fast and the Furious series. It's not. It's much. It's different genre altogether. So it's mostly about street racing, but not the import type of cars and stuff. It's more geared towards supposedly exotic cars. Um, and the main actor in this movie is Aaron Paul, and you don't really want to compare him with Paul Walker because I do think Aaron Paul is a much better actor. And in the movie, Aaron Paul plays a street racer, and obviously in Fast and Furious, Paul Walker is just this like agent operative that's super awesome or something. Um, the next thing is mainly the main character is just a street racer. He doesn't, have a super awesome street fighting. He's not a tough guy, and he's not like an expert gun shooter. So at least it's sort of grounded in the fact that all the main character Aaron Paul does in this movie is he just drives, and I guess he can fix up cars. So this is really just a street racing movie about cars and driving. A brief synopsis of the story is Toby Maguire is a street racer who goes to prison for a crime he did not commit. So basically, he's framed. After he finishes time in the slammer, he gets out with one thing on his mind: revenge. So you think he'd try to beat up the guy who framed him, but he doesn't. Ironically, he doesn't do any of the typical action type of movie stuff where people get beat up or killed. Instead, he fixes things by racing in a big secret race. So it's pretty like G-rated stuff, I would say. There are a lot of illegal, reckless street racing, but it's not like I always because people have been comparing it to Fast and Furious. It's not like Fast and Furious in that it's like hot. It's like hot import nights or something. There's not a lot of fixed up uh, import cars like Civics or Subarus. Uh, it's it just has a lot of reckless driving, sort of like what you see in this picture at the very bottom. People driving the wrong way. And did I mention it has Aaron Paul, the kid from Breaking Bad? He's a pretty decent actor. Um, so this movie is about driving and racing mainly. It has a lot of reckless driving and with supposed supercars. But my brother informed me that most of these cars were just regular cars with body kits to make them look like supercars. So you might be disappointed in that fact. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. I didn't do too much research about that. Point 8 is the movie has a lot of characters that are very corny and lovable. In this fact, it's very similar to Fast and the Furious, but uh, and movie does feel kind of campy. It's that's all. Also, in this movie, if you're expecting a lot of realism, there's a lot of moments where you have to suspend disbelief. So I won't mention any of the scenes, but I'm just saying, like, if you don't feel like suspending your disbelief, you might not like the movie. The other thing is, as I said, it's based loosely off of the video game series, and so uh, they did add some elements from the game into the movie. There are a lot of car chase scenes, some helicopter chasing scenes. So that's what you'd expect with Need for Speed. So the final verdict is, even though this is still just a preliminary screener, I actually enjoyed the movie. I kind of enjoyed it because it just wasn't a lot of violence, well, mainly unneeded violence. There wasn't a lot of, gratuitous type of like explicit scenes with scantily clad women. It was just mainly about a guy trying to get revenge, and which was surprisingly, it didn't require a lot of like a lot of, what do you call it, violence in terms of the main character resorting to violence. Um, Big caveat is I don't think I'm a mainstream movie guy, so I didn't really like the whole Fast and Furious series. But on the flip side, I did enjoy Gone in 60 Seconds. So if you're similar taste as me, then you might like this movie. So I don't really think the general population will like it, but who knows? So that's my 2 cents.